One more minute. All right, there, great people. Today is Friday, January 8th, and we are ready for math. We're doing a quick wrap up to the geometry review we did this week. Geometry is math about shapes, and we were talking about mostly polygons. Polygons are flat two-dimensional shapes made up of straight lines. These are closed shapes, so they must have 3 sides and 3 angles or more. If a shape has 0 sides and 0 vertices, then it's a circle because there are no sides or shapes or parts to it. You can't have a shape with 1 side because then it's just a line. And you can't have a shape with just 2 sides because then it's an open shape. So these polygons have 3 sides and 3 angles or more, and they are flat two-dimensional shapes. We've been talking about triangles. Those are shapes with 3 sides. And quadrilaterals are shapes with 4 sides. Underneath quadrilaterals, we've talked about a lot of specific shapes like the rectangle, the rhombus, the square, and the trapezoid. A polygon has 5 sides. A hexagon has 6 sides. We did a little bit of looking at the heptagon with 7 sides. That one doesn't make any sense. We looked at the octagon. We know that octagon means 8. We made a connection to an octopus. And we learned about the lazy one, the nonagon, that just has 9 sides. Too many and a silly name. For our quick review, we're going to go to vocabulary and watch a fun video to remind us of some basic things about shapes, some things that we've reviewed and some things that we might not have seen. If the video gets stuck and it starts to lag on your side, that's okay because I'll share it after. It's, I think, only 2 minutes. This square has a wonderful mustache. I think you're going to like it.
My mom told me to get in shape, so I climbed up into a triangle. My dad said he's out of shape. He looks a little bit like a rhombus. Yeah, shapes in the place. Got some shapes in your face. We got the shapes in the place. Let's say one line is riding along, going straight as lions like to do. He meets up with his friend Hansel, and where they meet, they form an angle. Angles are measured in degrees. Spin all the way around, that's 360. If you take a right turn, that's 90. So a right angle has 90 degrees. A right angle, that's what you get in the square. You might even find it in the triangle. If it's less than 90 degrees, it's acute. If it's more than 90 degrees, it's obtuse. If it's less than 90, it's acute. I said if it's more than 90, it's obtuse. If it's 90, then it's right. You know it's nice, and yeah, it's right. Oh, we've got some shapes coming all up into place. You know, yeah, I know. So get ready for the next episode. Oh, we've got some shapes coming all up into place. You know, yeah, I know. So get ready for the next episode. A square is a 4-sided shape with 4 right angles and 4 equal sides. So you can spin it like a top, and when it stops, it's gonna look the same. A rectangle is a 4-sided shape with 4 right angles. So a square is a kind of rectangle, but not all rectangles are square. Is that clear? A parallelogram is a 4-sided shape with 2 pairs of parallel sides. So a square, yes. A rectangle, yes. A rhombus, yes. Those are all parallelograms. A rhombus is a 4-sided shape where every side is the same length. So a square is a kind of rhombus. So is a diamond. I'll keep rhyming. A trapezoid is a 4-sided shape with 1 pair of parallel sides. So it looks kind of funny just sitting there. A trapezoid is definitely not a square. Oh, we got some shapes coming all up into place. You know, yeah, I know. So get ready for the next episode. Oh, we've got some shapes coming all up into place. You know, yeah, I know. So get ready for the next episode.
Alrighty, I've got Haley and friends dancing in the comment box. I love it. I hope you enjoyed that one. A fun way to do some quick review of geometry, something different, so we can get right to work. Your activity today is a Google form, and it says Friday 1/8, and we're using polygons to answer questions. The title says classifying, but we're going to do more. We're not doing that. We're doing more than that. So when your box opens, you have 10 of these cards, And on each card is a question with answer choices. So this one right here says, what type of quadrilateral is this? Is this A, a rectangle, B, a square, C, a rhombus, or D, a trapezoid? So these 4 answer choices match these 4 answer choices down here. Go to the chat box and tell me what this pink shape is. Is it a rectangle, a square, a rhombus, or a trapezoid? Check in the chat box. A quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides, just like this one. We know that a square is a shape with 4 sides that are of equal length. It has 4 vertices. It has 4 right angles. And that's exactly what this is. This is a square. So good job. So I'm going to click on, I would click on the B for square. See, this says B square, B here. Tap out and scroll down. All right, so don't put this one in the chat box. This one says, what type of quadrilateral is this? You're going to choose if this is A, a rectangle, B, a square, C, a rhombus, or D, a trapezoid. The next one says, hey, what type of quadrilateral is this? You're going to choose A, rectangle, B, square, C, rhombus, or D, trapezoid. And then you have this shape, same question, same answer choices. Is this A, a rectangle, B, a square, C, a rhombus, or D, a trapezoid? And then for question, I think it's number 5, the information changes. How many sides and angles does this polygon have? To the chat box, please. Does this have A, 5 sides, B, 6 sides, C, 7 sides, or D, 8 sides? These are very, very simple. Stop and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is the correct answer for B. B is what you're putting in the chat box. This is a hexagon, and it has B 6 sides. So I'll tap the B, I'll tap out, and then I'll scroll down. Don't put this one in the chat box. This one says, how many sides and angles does this polygon have? Does this have A, 1 side, B, 2 sides, 3, C, 3 sides, or D, 4 sides? Now, I know that a polygon can't have 1 side. A polygon can't have 2 sides. I know that I've already talked about quadrilaterals, so it probably doesn't have 4 sides. So C3 is the best choice. This is indeed a triangle, 1 side, 2 sides, and 3 sides. So since 3 is C, I would go down to C, tap the answer, and scooch. Here's another one. This is a polygon with how many sides? A pentagon. You're going to tell me how many. This is a trapezoid. How many sides and angles does this one have? A4, B5, C2, or D8? And then you have 2 questions that look like this. You're going to answer these in the chat box. Which of these is not a polygon? A, the green shape, B, the pink shape, C, the orange shape, or D, the blue shape? Which of these is not a polygon? We know that a polygon is a flat 2-dimensional shape with sides that are closed. Shape C is an open figure, so C, good job, is the correct answer. So I'll go to C, I'll tap, and I'll scroll. This one, kind of tricky. You have to read the question carefully. Which is not a quadrilateral? This is tricky if you don't read the directions. Which of these is not a quadrilateral? Go to the chat box. Is it A, the blue shape, B, the pink shape, C, the orange shape, or D, the green shape? Some of you are saying B. A quadrilateral is a shape with 4 sides. The rhombus has 4 sides. The rectangle has 4 sides. A trapezoid has 4 sides. And this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. B is a hexagon, not a quadrilateral. So I'll go to B, and then I'll go out, and then I'll press submit. Remember, when you press submit, if you don't answer a question, it's going to remind you to answer a question. So I'm going to just put in a bunch of answers real quick to show you what it looks like. I like that it says, hey, don't forget, this is a required question. You must answer it. Okay. When you finish it, it says view score on a blue box. Well, when you click on this, your score is going to be on top. I just clicked a bunch of stuff and I got a 50, but I know that you can do your best answer when you take your time and read all the questions and match the answer choices and be finished. So someone asked me this morning, hey, do we have a math test today? And you don't really have a math test today. It's just a review of the preview we did so we know what you need to work on for math and how we did this week. So, shout out to you for being awesome. This is the check mark on the end of your math Google Meet. I'm going to stop recording. Don't leave so we can talk about the afternoon. But remember, after I let you go, you're doing your Google activity first and then reflex, working on math until 11 o'clock, and then the afternoon. So hang tight. I'm going to stop recording.